All right. Man, what a what a crazy game. I think that like the first time ever that ever happened in the NFL. Like the whole series of events in the first half. But our guys are resilient. And we didn't bat an eye. We stayed the course. I mean, there's some crazy sequences of events that just happened, and but you got to stick to the plan. You got to stay together, and our guys did that. And then to be able to close it out was awesome for us. Obviously, a lot of things obviously we got to clean up on really all three phases. We got to protect the ball better in the kicking game for sure. So we'll definitely review that, and it'd be great. We need to be able to convert in the black zone, the low red zone on offense. So, but it's great to be able to close it out. It was a great drive at the end by our offense. We nominated Dicko as the honorary player of the game for not being available, for us having to go for it on fourth down. But in all seriousness, I mean, do want to just officially. I don't know how this works, but if we can nominate Leonard Williams for Player of the Week, he's just playing at an all-time elite level, and to have a pick six, I think they told me he was going about 17.5 miles an hour, which was pretty fast for a man that size. So he's playing his mind out of his mind right now.
So it was Dixon hurt while you went for it on 4th and 6 and 4th down.
Yeah, that was a fun conversations in the headset.
So he was not going to punt the rest of the game. Or unable?
The plan was for him not to punt the rest of the game. So either J. Maya could have gone out there and punted, or we would have gone for it. So would have been one of the two.
The pick six, I mean, obviously any time the defense scores is big, but given everything that was going on in the game at that point, the turnovers, their touchdown return, for him to do that, just how big was that?
Well, I mean, that was a team play. I mean, just getting to his landmark, making a play on the ball, obviously, and then the rest of it. I mean, I can't wait to watch it on tape, but it just felt like everybody got into plus mode. We got some really critical blocks to kind of escort Leo in the end zone. So everybody deserves credit, but that was a big time play in the game. Probably the play of the game.
There's a lot of focus on Leonard Williams and all the plays he made. Can you talk about the 2nd and 10 play before the sack where Julian Love diagnosed the dump off screen over the middle?
That was a great play. I mean, that the 2nd, 3rd, 4th down was, we just talk about just being in a rough spot, just where we want to be on defense, and those guys staying mentally just in present, from play to play. But to be able to see that play and make it was awesome. We weren't able to create a lot of 3rd and longs. And so it was great to get him in that situation finally. Been awesome to convert earlier in the series, but, it's the NFL. They got great players too, and they made a play. So
4th and 6, the percentages in converting that have to be so low. I mean, did you give serious thought to actually having Jason Myers punt there, or was it an easy decision?
I did think about it, but I just, it's just one of those deals where it was best for us to go for it.
What did happen to Michael there? What was his injury?
He got back spasms, I think. That's what we're calling it. So he's in good spirits and everything. It's just a matter of we just got to get it loosened up, I guess. I'm not sure how that works.
What happened on the 3rd and 26 play where they got 24 yards?
Well, it was an extended play, and I think our flat player ended up plastering one of their guys, and so the zone got kind of drained. And so we'll look at that and make sure our rules are sound, so we're not getting drained in zones and stuff on extended plays. But I think that was just that.
You talked about Julian's tackle on that last drive. He also had the forced fumble. Just overall in a pass breakup. Just overall, what's he been giving you this season?
Yeah, I mean, both Kobe too, and then Rayshon coming in and playing at a high level in our nickel and dime spot. Really, those three guys right now are letting us do a lot of things that most, some defenses aren't able to. Being able to play man-to-man, playing all three areas of the zones, all three levels of defense, and then being able to blitz. So they kind of do everything, which opens up our playbook.
Mike, what was just your general message at halftime? Because they get 21 points the first half, then you shut them down.
Yeah, I mean, it was just, hey, it might have been the craziest first half of all time, and we're down, whatever amount of points it was, like 5 points or something. And so just kind of stick to the plan, let's go.
How do you, the kickoff stuff, is that all just fundamental errors, or I guess how do you explain it?
Yeah, it seemed like it's kind of a comedy of things on each one. I'm talking about our kickoff, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, it was a couple missed tackles here, and then we had a miscommunication on another one. So we gotta take a look at that and make sure we're on the same page and we're going the right direction.
Leonard
Big
Williams.
picture, you're in first place. We're into December now. What does that mean to you?
Well, we talk about December football, and this is when you want to be playing your best ball. I wouldn't say this is our best game, but we won, and that's all that matters. So it's about stacking those wins, and you got to play a certain brand of ball to win in December. And this is all you can ask for is a chance to take it home down the stretch. So we're right in it, and off to Arizona we go.
Leonard Williams dropped from nose on that interception. How often have you done that?
How often does a nose drop? We just tell everybody, hey, you owe us 2 drops a game. So you can rush the rest of the time.
What happened to DK Metcalf when he came out for those couple of plays?
He tweaked his knee and then did a bunch of tests and stuff, and I think he's doing all right now. We'll see.
And did you get a sense of Laumea, how he did in his first start?
I think our offensive line, for the most part, I thought we ran the ball well in spurts. It just needs to be more consistent. I think he probably started out. I think he started out off a little slow on a couple of assignments, but bounced back and gave us a winning performance.
Just in general with Leonard, what do you make of the season he's having?
I mean, I just have a hard time thinking that anybody's playing better than him right now. So we'll take Leonard over everybody else.
The fourth and your guys' 4th and 1 when Gino got sacked there. I guess what happened on that play? I wanted to see that. We'll see.
Well, I think they did a great job of matching the route, and then so that made him hold the ball. Those are situations where it sounds crazy, but it's better to throw it away than take a sack in that situation, because the reason you're going for it is if you don't get it, you're getting it on the, you get the field position. So, but they, credit to them, they made a great play.
What do you think of Gino's day?
I mean, we won the game. He took care of the ball for the most part. He made some critical 4th down extended plays that not a lot of people on this planet can make, and then thought he managed the game well. We didn't have to run any timeouts. I mean, those are the types of games. That's the way he has to play for us to win, and he did that.
I'm guessing one of those plays is the one where he's going backwards and hits Jackson and just
Yeah,
get that much on
I think that was 4th down, wasn't it? I mean, just everybody involved getting into extended play mode, and then Gino giving a ball he can catch, and then that's a tough ball to catch for Jackson, and he did a great job tracking it and coming down with it. It was big time.
On the red zone possession, you guys didn't make it in from the 4-yard line, and there was 5 passes inside the 4-yard line.
Yeah.
What was the thought process behind that?
I don't want to get into like the thought process on it, but we do have to be better in those situations. We have to be able to convert those. So we'll look at how we're game planning it, what we're calling, and all the things right there. So we need to be more effective in those situations.
Mike, what are you getting from Murphy and also Boy and Mafe to enable Williams to make those plays? Can you talk about his team?
Yeah, well, yeah, you're right. It's a team pass rush, and you have to be able to knock out early down plays to get the quarterback to hold the ball in pass situations. So I mean, I know Leonard's playing incredibly well right now, but a guy like Jaron Reed comes to mind that is playing really good football for us. I think Byron can play the A gap and the B gap really well for us on early downs. He doesn't get as many pass rush opportunities because where Leo's at, and because we're trying to maximize his opportunities as well. But when he does get those chances, he's done a great job. I mean, he's got a heck of a future. Don't have a great feel for how the edge guys played right now, but Boye and Derek Hall and Draymond. I think Draymond's been playing really good ball lately. So those 3 guys are. I mean, the front right now is. I think there's a really good chemistry in that room. And so, they're happy for each other's success, and they're playing like that. We're not playing selfish football up front. We're playing smart. We're playing together, and that's what's going to take for us to win down the stretch.
When the Jets have 11 penalties and 8 in the 4th quarter, do you feel like you guys are getting a second life each time there, and how important is it to take advantage of those?
Well, yeah. I mean, when teams give you opportunities to take advantage of breaks, you have to capitalize on those things. I could speak for our team. I don't know how many penalties we had. Didn't feel like as many. It was like 4 or 5 penalties. So our guys are playing clean football, which is good. We need that. But it's good to take advantage of opportunities when given them.